Thanks for taking a minute to go through this BTG Inner Circle Pods walkthrough. This is the UpCoach dashboard. Every Inner Circle pod that we have is going to have a similar layout. On your left here, this is going to be where you have me, I'm your coach, and then all the members are going to be listed here on the left. There's a drop-down menu that also lists all the different areas and categories of the program, just the different things and the features that we have to offer here. The first thing here is the link to Telegram chat. You're going to click on this and it will take you to Telegram. I don't need to go there right now, but this will allow you to just dive right into Telegram. This next section here is courses. So for example, if you had clicked on courses, it would take you directly to the courses. This is the onboarding course and the BTG Community Independent Study Program. So this is the same thing as the basics course, except for we actually have a little bit of summaries and we also have a digital workbook for you to do. This one is the onboarding course. So this is going to be things that will give you a set of tasks to do when you first sign up with UpCoach and when you first join the pod. Now each month it will be slowly dripped to you. So you'll have 3 tasks a month that you'll have to do, which is basically schedule your session and to fill out your pre-session forms and your session reflection form, and also reminders to set appointments with your IC pod assistant. But the first month, you're going to have quite a few tasks to do. It's just going to help you get to know UpCoach. It's going to help you get to know Telegram. You're going to have instructions on every single thing you need to do, plus the links for you to be able to do it. So for example, download and join the IC pod chat on Telegram. So there's a link for it on the main dashboard, but there's also this task for you to be able to do and complete. So this takes you to the IC pod chat. If you were to click on that, it will take you right there. The next thing would be pod chat purpose. This takes you to the Google Doc of the pod chat purpose for you to go ahead and read to kind of give you guys an idea or a better understanding of how to really utilize this pod. There's a bunch of different tasks that you guys will be able to just mosey through and be able to do at your pace and at your leisure. We want some things to get done pretty soon and pretty quickly when you join, but those will also have deadlines as well. So you're going to fill out your UpCoach profile. You're going to update your picture. You're going to update your picture on Telegram. You'll take your brain type quiz, and that is also linked in the dashboard on UpCoach as well. So you'll mark it as complete, and then that will make month 2 available in a month when it's time. Accessing the BTG materials is as easy as clicking on this. We've got them divided up into modules. Each one has a summary. Now, what you'll want to do is you'll want to refresh things here. This will make it easier for you. But for example, you can take your starting quizzes here and it links you to where you need to go in order to do that. You can read the reading here. For example, it takes you to Medium. So everything is linked within here. So you have all the homework here that you have to do, and then answering your digital workbook questions. This is what the workbooks looks like, the digital workbook. You have 5 questions that you have to answer right here. And that will help you really understand the materials a little bit more. When that's done, you can actually go through here. You can click on this. Oh, actually, this actually took off on where I was, my latest point that I was at. So for example, that's what it will do for you. So if your latest point is all the way down here, when you return back to it, it'll automatically take you there. But for example, here's the introduction one. You can click on it and watch it in browser, or you can watch a video here. So that will help people. Everyone. Each section has a summary. Each section has homework to do, things that are from the readings. These links are also found in the slides here. And for example, this its own slides you need to go through as well, so don't miss out on anything. Again, see, here's links here and on that last page, but they're linked right here so that nobody misses anything. Once you hit lesson complete, what's going to do is it's going to allow you to go to the next section, which will be very similar again. So you'll be able to go through the slides, or you'll be able to click on it in the browser. There's a summary for it. You'll be able to answer the digital workbook questions. And then also here's a pod link, sign up. You're already in the pod, so you don't even have to worry about that. Always make sure to refresh this so you have the most recent form, and then it will be easy for you to access. So you'll be able to go ahead and fill this out and just go back. And you'll be able to go to the next one. Boom, boom, boom. Same thing. So that's how you access the course here and how it'll keep track of your progress. You'll also have this little ticker here. It says I'm 88% done with the Community Independent Study Program. Here is the task block right here. So all the tasks that are inside my onboarding course are now in my dashboard of my tasks. So for example, you will just see your tasks. You'll be able to just mark them off like this. And then also the tasks of all the homework from the BTG community course is going to be on here as well. So as you go, you'll want to make sure you mark off your tasks that you've done within the course. You might not want it cluttered up on your task block. The next block here is the interactive documents block. This is where you're going to be able to have access to your workbook at a glance. For example, you're also going to have a get to know you questionnaire. This is a get to know you questionnaire that all your pod members are going to be able to see. So you'll want to make sure you share stuff that you're willing to share. And you can just go ahead and go through these questions, and then we'll want you guys to go ahead and peruse and take a look at everyone else's as well. You're also going to be filling out a get to know you questionnaire that is in your client portal. You're going to get that when you first sign up with everything with your onboarding. As soon as you're done with your onboarding questionnaire, you're going to get a get to know you questionnaire that you're going to be filling out for yourself, for me, and you to go over. And on there, there's also going to be information for where to put your why you're doing this, because then it'll populate up on later sessions, on your later forms. It'll populate and show you and remind you what your why is and why you're doing this. So you're going to get that filled out in the first time before we meet, so that we'll be able to kind of get to know each other a little bit better. The next block is habits. It's for habits. So you can add your own habits here. You can do whatever you want. You can make it daily or weekly or monthly. You can make it from morning, noon, or afternoon, evening, or a custom time. You can track a metric. I can add tasks for you, but you can also add them for yourself. The next block is to schedule your monthly pod session. So what we want to do for everybody is we want everybody to be scheduling their sessions within a specific week. So we're going to have X amount of people be scheduling during the first week, X amount of people be scheduling during the second week, and X amount of people be scheduling during the third week and fourth week. And then we want you guys to be meeting on a consistent monthly basis. On your off weeks, you will be checking in with your pod assistant for 15 minutes via video call, so that you'll be able to keep on task and focus, so that you're not falling off the wagon for 3 weeks and then only on for 1 week. So that helps you be accountable. Now, you'll just go through this process right here. You'll select a time that is convenient for you, depending on what week you're assigned, and you'll put your name and your email. Make sure to do that, and make sure it's the email that you signed up with when you were signing up for the pods, because that helps keep everything in one place. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to have a pre-session form sent to you. This is this conferencing link. You're going to want to save this. Make sure to add this to your calendar right away so you don't forget. But your form is going to get sent to you in your email. And it's going to look like this. So you'll be giving me some more information about what's going on, what's your background, what's going on with your relationship, and the topics that you're going to want to talk about in the session. Also bear in mind, the sessions are getting recorded to be shared with your pod mates. So if there's something that's too private for that, you can always put it down there and just let me know about it and say, I don't want to talk about this on camera or something. That's fine. But just know that I'll only be able to help you with things that we do have recorded and in the pod session. If you need to schedule something separate, or say you bought the 6-month package all at once. So if you paid for 6 months all at once, that means you got 2 extra sessions that you'll be able to use for private that will not be a part of the IC Pod system. So they will be outside of the IC Pod system. You'll have 2 extra hours that you'll be able to use at some point during the first 6 months. This next block is where we have the YouTube playlists. So we're going to put the sessions here in this playlist, and we'll add them here, and we'll also have them in the Telegram. But they're going to have a format where it's going to have your name, the month, and the session number of what it is. The video will play, and then there's going to be a thanks for watching. Here's your next steps. It's going to remind you to fill out session reflection forms for the other sessions that you're watching and observing. So in this onboarding one, actually, so in these weeks, in the following weeks, there is actually session reflection forms, and there's multiple. So there's up to 9. So you'll have them dripped to you every month. So that you'll have a chance to fill out session reflection forms for all the forms that or all the sessions that you're actually watching. So that way you'll be able to get the most out of watching everyone else's session and being able to learn from it and understand. So your pre-session questionnaire is going to get sent to you the second you schedule this. It'll also get sent to you 24 hours before your session. So if you haven't filled it out, make sure to get it done at least 24 hours before your session so that we don't waste any precious time in your session going through it. I'd like it to be done so I can review it and go over it before our session. Then automatically that other one is going to be sent afterwards. Here's a list of the Q&As. We'll update it here, and you can view the agenda, and you can add your questions here. You can ask a question, and then we'll be able to answer it during the Q&A. The next one is going to be the Q&A vault. So here's the Q&A vault. Here's a bunch of videos on Descript. There's going to be more that we're adding here. We're going through a lot of them. We are behind on all of our videos. There's a ton of them, but we're going to be adding to it. This is a Google Doc. So when we update the Google Docs, it will automatically update it here. We're also going to be eventually adding it to the unlisted YouTube playlist. And this is the drive. As you're navigating through the course and as they get unlocked, like the charts and everything like that, they will be uploaded onto this drive. So they'll automatically get released to the drive so you can have access to it here. Here is the brain quiz. So this is a link to the brain quiz. You don't even have to leave and go out of the browser. You can actually just take it right here. And once you've done that, the most important thing to do is to make sure that it's accurate. At the very end of the quiz, there is a link at the very bottom to help you go over all the different brain types. So that way you can discern which one is the most accurate one for you. So say you don't resonate with the outcome that is on here. If you go over that and you look at that and you say, oh, you know what, this is more accurate for me, that's fine. We can also always go over it in the IC pod. You can also talk to your pod mates and compare and contrast your experiences and see if there was somewhere where you're misunderstanding something on the quiz. That is something that's really important to do. It's this right here. Okay, this allows you to see all the different brain types. So here's the home page for the brain types: automatic processor, hyperprocessor, delta hyperprocessor, manual processor, and delta manual processor. This is going to be really important for you to go over and read through and see what you relate to the most. So here is the dashboard. To change your picture, you would go up here to your profile. This is where you would be updating your picture right here. And under headline, we want people to put their brain types. That just kind of helps people understand who's who and what's what. Also in Telegram, there is a way that you can update your name on there to include your brain type. And that helps us understand each other. That helps us understand who we're talking to, what we're dealing with, so that we can better communicate and understand each other. If you can't change your name on there, say you're using Telegram for other things, just let me know your brain type and I can actually give you a little subheading within the chat myself. I can add that to you manually. So hopefully that was helpful. I can't wait to see you guys. Thank you for watching. Your next step is to finish your onboarding form. Then you will register on UpCoach. Then you will download Telegram, and then you'll jump in the conversation. Hope to see you guys there. If you have any questions, please reach out. Thanks. Bye.